Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Doctor Who. Last time on Doctor Who we had Knock Knock, Who's There? I added that last part, but that would have been funny. Knock Knock, Who is there? I mean, he's not Doctor Who, he's just the Doctor. Not the point. Bill and her college friends, classmates, they were looking to get a house together. And they ended up moving into a really creepy giant house with a really creepy landlord. And the doctor was suspicious of it. So the doctor stuck around to investigate. And sure enough, the house ate people to help the old guy's daughter, who was secretly his mother. And yeah. And then at the end, they did save all of Bill's friends. So... yay. That was that. It was a really fun episode. Really enjoyed it. And I guess we should just move on to the next one. There is obviously the potential that this is going to have to be a highlight reaction. If that is the case, then you're going to have to go down into the description or to the pinned comment to click on the link. That will take you to the reaction. And you can watch it just like a normal reaction. And when you're done with that, you can pop right back over here to this YouTube video for the discussion. However, it's entirely possible that you're not going to need to do that, and the reaction will just start up in a few seconds. So, with that being said, let's get right into this episode of Doctor Who. Space. Ah!
The final frontier.
Oh my gosh. Oh, wait. Oh no! And he doesn't hear anything. Oh no! Oh god! Space zombies! Space zombies don't need to breathe in space! They breathe space!
Because 15 seconds in, you passed out as oxygen bubbles formed in your blood. And 90 seconds in...
oh, Nardol's there too.
you're dead.
Well, at least you don't have to feel it. Ah!
Any questions? Pick a campsite.
Got any reviews?
What?
You know, like for restaurants. Waiter was a bit handsy, lasagna gave me the trots, 2 stars.
Strangely, no.
Nah. No reviews for space.
I don't know. What's
Alright.
that?
That is my theme tune. Otherwise known as a distress call.
Like distress calls.
Fluid link K57. Removed it from the TARDIS the other night after your lecture.
That is very untrusting.
You took an oath, sir. The vault cannot be unguarded.
Took a fluid link.
Boring.
I'm acting under your orders.
Wait, you can take one thing and the TARDIS won't work?
No idea. But the TARDIS can't go anywhere without it.
Who told you that?
You did.
Exactly. What teach you to trust me?
Uh,
I'm docking your pay for this.
rule number 1. Way to blow it, Nardole.
Wait. There's no oxygen.
What? Well, how come we're breathing?
Air shell around the TARDIS. Hang on.
Nah.
Now there's a really big air shell around the TARDIS.
Ah, clever. Man, I love the TARDIS so much. It just has an air shell, naturally.
Back to the TARDIS?
Yeah, can you turn it off?
Turn what off?
The suit, just please, just turn it off.
Just let him fall.
It's just standing there. Sick.
Menacingly.
Tell you, the universe shows its true face when it asks for help. We show ours by how we respond.
2 of you are about to walk away.
Where did it all go?
There has never been any oxygen in this station.
Oh.
Okay, that's a problem.
Listen to that.
It's only in the suits.
Huh.
That's no use. They only have oxygen in the suits themselves.
That's
Any
Not
unlicensed
good.
oxygen will be automatically expelled to protect market value.
Charging for the air you breathe. She hasn't changed.
nah.
What's her name?
Charge for
Hang
the
on.
air.
It said expelled.
Airlock. Back to the TARDIS. Uh-oh. Oh no. TARDIS closed. Get in the suit. Oh no! It broke the sonic screwdriver. Or did it? Yeah. The TARDIS just gave him that. Does he still have the shades?
Right, should be safe. Opening the airlock was the station's plan A. Plan B, filtering out all the oxygen.
So they can sell it back to us.
Capitalism in space.
No, that's the one place that we're supposed to be free from capitalism. That's what Tim Curry said. So are these just gonna like latch on? Yeah. Oh, cool.
At current levels of exertion, you have 2,500 breaths available.
Thanks.
Breath. They can just give it to me a minute.
It doesn't work like that. When you panic, you breathe quicker.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Coming in but fine, weren't we?
There was some debate over whether to open it at all.
Nah.
What?
Oh, hello.
Sorry. Yeah, I
Alan Cumming.
Hello.
Great, we rescued a racist.
Nah.
Excuse me? For the record, I'm not prejudiced. I'm usually on the receiving end.
Oh, why?
What, you really don't know?
Would you like
No.
to give feedback on your experience?
That's honestly hilarious. He doesn't know that, yeah. Weird situations in space.
What are you mining? Is it worth stealing?
You think this is a robbery?
Well, killing you would be a good start if it was.
Nah.
I'd do it.
I'm missing something. What am I missing?
Oxygen. That's what we're missing. Maybe find some of that and leave the big picture till later, yeah?
I don't know. You kind of got to figure out the big picture here. That's just unfortunate. They're walking like the Cybermen.
Somebody stop it!
Put it back on!
Doctor, that's not me doing that.
Put it back on!
I'm trying.
Oh,
Can't move my arms.
they're trying to kill her.
I'm about to be exposed to the vacuum of space.
God.
So don't hold your breath.
Oh, my lungs will explode.
Right.
Well done.
What are we
Oh.
gonna do?
15 seconds. 15 seconds till she passes out. Oh, there it goes. Do we not see the rest? Oh. Is she waking up? Yeah, okay, they got it on. Well, lasers! How long were we out? Did he not have his helmet on?
Oh no, they're fine.
What? Are we safe? What's stopping them?
This whole area's new. It's not in their mapping system.
Oh.
You know, like when your sat-nav doesn't know a new road.
So they can't
Interesting.
About the doctor, he walked in a vacuum for far too long. He's
No.
mostly okay, but
You're blind.
I am? Oh, that explains the bruised shins.
Nah.
Oh, don't go all gooey on me. It's temporary.
Really?
Temporary blindness?
Well, I've got no TARDIS, no Sonic, about 10 minutes oxygen left. Now I'm blind.
Nah.
Can you imagine how unbearable I'm gonna be when I pull this off?
Nah.
Don't do this. You always do this.
Do what?
Make jokes to distract me from whatever's about to kill us.
What else are jokes for?
Doctor,
Yeah.
there's a rescue ship on the way.
It's almost more for him, too.
Company transponder.
Please remain calm while your central nervous system is disabled.
No!
Your life is in our hands.
Head for the reactor core! Run!
What's happening?
Guess.
Nah. Ah, they got him. Dang it.
I can't move!
Not again.
Doctor?
What if there was never a hack? What if this is just business? Business as usual.
It's just good business to let the people die.
Instruction received. Compliance. Please remain calm while your central nervous system is disabled. Your life is in our hands.
No, come on! Nah, there's gotta be some way then.
5 whole minutes.
That's how long you have.
No.
What is it?
Our life signs. He's wired them to the cooling system. If we die, it vents.
Then the suits kill us, and they are going to kill us. The core will blow, and the whole station will be destroyed. One very big boom.
Oh, but business won't let that happen.
Revenge?
Save the oxygen that you are wasting. You've become inefficient. You even told me. Your conveyors are down.
So everyone had to die.
Well, you are just organic components, and you're no longer efficient, so you're being thrown away. You don't believe me? Check on that rescue ship. Access the log.
No, not true. None of it. You are just a lunatic.
It is true, Abby.
Yeah, and he is a lunatic, but he's right.
Set off before.
Our deaths will be expensive.
Ooh.
Check your readings. We die. Your precious station dies. The whole thing will blow.
Now they won't kill
The
him.
company will make... Technically, I said you were as dead as Bill. Probably should have mentioned Bill's not dead.
Nah. Wow.
The suit battery was too low. Not enough for a lethal dose. I know what it takes to kill someone.
What about the others?
They're giving us their oxygen. Good for business.
Well, I'm not sure I'm very happy about it.
Nah. Oh. They're still dead, though.
It worked.
Doctor, I think I'm alive.
Yeah.
Yep. You seem to be under that impression.
Nah. More hugging. Yay, group hug.
Now I can set you down on a hub world outside of corporate control, or anywhere, really. The universe is your crustacean.
Head office. We've got a complaint to make.
Very
I think we
bold.
can arrange that. Corporate dominance in space is history.
Yay.
That about wraps it for capitalism.
Hooray,
Can we
screw you,
progress?
capitalism.
Stop talking now.
I'm serious. We were so close to not making it back. Then what happens to the vault?
As he is every time.
You know. What if you came back injured or sick? You really think our friend down there won't know that?
Nah.
Won't sense it?
I can't come back and
Look at
regenerate.
me!
Adol, I can't. I really can't. I can't look at anything
Wait, what?
ever again. I'm still blind.
What? Wait, huh? You're still blind? Well then, he's still blind. He is still blind. That's not good. So, exactly what Nardole said. What if you came back sick or injured? And he did. Because he's still blind. Well, that's not good. Question though. If he did come back sick or blind, could he not just regenerate? I mean, like, now granted, yes, there is the possibility that he might go and die and without regenerating, yes, and I suppose it's possible that he could get a sickness that disables his regeneration, but I mean, regeneration does exist. He could regenerate if he needs to. I mean, that's the thing, is that this whole, like, Nardole's argument about, like, oh, well, you can't go off-world because you might die or anything. It's like, so, basically the same stakes that there always are. He's always close to death. He always, almost dies, like, there's always the possibility that he'll get sick or injured. There's the possibility that he'll regenerate. There's always that possibility. I guess just now the problem is the vault. What is this vault? Who's in there? Who is in this vault that is that dangerous? Someone who could sense. Someone who could sense that the Doctor was injured and could take advantage of that. Is it the Master? Did he lock the Master away? We haven't seen her, though. It's been a while. It's been since the beginning of Series 9 that we saw the Master. So, I don't know. But the thing is, there's always that possibility, you know? There's always that possibility that he won't come back, you know? Or even just the possibility of regenerating. So, on the one hand, you're kind of with the Doctor, against Nardol's argument. But on the other hand, he does raise a good point, I guess. And now, his point is kind of solidified by the fact that the Doctor is still blind. Which is why he was wearing his sunglasses. Because I was wondering when it's like, I don't have the TARDIS, I don't have the Sonic, and I'm blind. It's like, oh, how am I... I'm going to be so loud when I figure this one out. But did he not have the Sonic Shades? Could he not have used the Sonic Shades? Granted, maybe he needs his eyes to use the Sonic Shades, but I mean, as soon as the Sonic Screwdriver was crushed, shouldn't he still have that? I don't know. Because he never got rid of the Sonic Shades. He still has them, but... I don't know. We can go ahead and hop into the notes on this one. The first thing I wrote down is space zombies, which they all were except for Bill. I was kind of hoping that they would be able to save everyone, especially after that, that girl was like, "Oh, I want to have a baby with you." It's like, well, that's done. No babies for them. No babies for them. That's sad. Oh, well. They saved Bill, at least. But yeah, space zombies, that was interesting. Again, they walk like the Cybermen, I thought that was kind of interesting, just like the way they were walking. But, I mean, I guess maybe just a coincidence. Because, obviously, there's nothing about them... There's no relation to the Cybermen, so it's just an interesting little touch, I guess. Why do I keep hearing something? Sorry, I thought I heard something out there. And Darby's asleep, so... And he's not hearing anything, so... Must be nothing. Oh well. Anyway. So, charge for oxygen. Space is the one place that was supposed to be untouched by capitalism. It's what Tim Curry said. It's what he said when he said that he was going to escape to the one place not touched by capital. Oh, you know what? It's garbage day. The garbage people are outside. That's why. That's why I heard something. Okay. Never mind. I'm just hearing them, like, going across the road. That's why. Okay. Anyway. Where was I? So, yeah. It was the one... He escaped to the one place untouched by capitalism. Space! And he says it exactly like that, And if you haven't seen the meme, then you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. But it's true! Anyway. So yeah, charge for oxygen. That is so horrible. Like, the sad thing is, this is very possible. Excuse me. Very tired today for some reason. But this is very possible that when we get up into space, capitalism takes over. You know, there's the possibility that it's not going to be like Star Trek, you know, or anything like that, or even just other civilizations on Doctor Who. Nope. Capitalism. You have to pay for your oxygen. That's so horrible, you know? That's so horrible. But I mean, now the thing about this is that they do make it distinctly clear that this is because this is a business-owned space station, you know? It's not a, like this isn't a friggin', like, a military or a space exploration ship. Like, no, this is a specific, like, company-owned mining station. So, that I can understand, you know, where we've seen plenty of other ships on Doctor Who where it's like, no, there's just oxygen there. You don't have to pay for your oxygen. That's ridiculous. But this company is that greedy, you know? Goodness. This friggin' mining company. Anyway. But yeah. It's also interesting that, you know, everything is measured in breaths, you know? Like, oh, you have a certain amount of breaths left. Not that you have, you know, time left before you run out of oxygen, but you have breaths because if you start to get excited, you might start breathing, you know, rapidly. So that's really interesting. I wrote down the big picture. That was kind of interesting. It's like, okay, you know, what is the Doctor missing? And we had the one girl, let me see. See if they have names. Abby. All right, it's just Abby. But she was saying, there's no point in seeing the big picture. You know, you just gotta go. Basically, we just gotta figure something out now. Which that's the thing is that, you know, the Doctor is sitting there immediately trying to figure out the big picture. But I mean, if you figure out the big picture, you're pretty much in the clear, you know, because then you can just figure out a way out of there. So. But yeah, that was very interesting. I like just this sort of round table of people trying to figure out what's going on here, you know? And I even like, you know, Nardole contributing to, like, you know, oh, well, could it be, do you have, like, what are you mining here? Like, could it be anything valuable that could be stolen, you know? Like, maybe this is a robbery. So, I did like that. Nardole was really good in this episode, I gotta admit. I know some of you guys were saying that, Nardole, like, will basically grow on you over time, and will grow on me over time as well. And I have to say, I am liking him a bit more. It's just that he hasn't done much in the episodes prior to this. So I'm glad. Hey, this is an episode where we actually like took him along with us. You know. I feel like next episode should be like an episode on Earth. You know, we haven't really had one of... Well, what am I saying? Last episode was that, you know? Yeah, last episode was an episode where it was just on Earth in the present. Yeah, so, okay, never mind. But yeah, because, like, we've had, you know, going to space and going to the past and stuff like that with Bill, and with Nardole being like, oh, well, you know, you can't go on these adventures and stuff. I almost feel like we need something here on Earth where, you know, he'll... I don't know, maybe change his mind? I don't know. The suits were interesting. I did like the suits. I like also the like air shield. Like they have an air shield while they're in the station, but they also have to put the helmet on while they're in space, which was interesting. So I like that. That was really cool. I also like when they just got there and it's like, you know, the Doctor's like, wait, there's no oxygen here. And it's like, well, but we're breathing. And it's like, oh, the TARDIS has an air bubble, basically. And then he extended the air bubble through the entire station. So, I did like that. Let's see. The vacuum of space, that was pretty crazy. Because, I mean, you know, it was a good way of, like... It was really clever how it was like, okay, well, let's have the Doctor explain what would happen if you were just out in the vacuum of space. And he explains that in his lecture, which was hilarious because obviously it's not what he was supposed to be teaching. And then that actually happens for Bill, you know, and you're just kind of sitting there like, oh my gosh, you know, it's 15 seconds before you pass out, and then like 90 seconds before you actually die. And it's like, oh man, it's so intense, and you're just sitting there. Well, also because you really can't. You're seeing this basically from Bill's perspective. You don't really see like I'm about to make a video public. It's actually Thin Ice, 2 episodes back. I'm about to publish that. Anyway, but you're basically seeing this from Bill's perspective. You're not seeing it from like the outside. Like pretty much as soon as she passes out, that's all you get basically. Like you get a little bit of her, you know, walking across the station, but then like that's just little flashes until eventually she just wakes up. So yeah, that was really interesting. I like that. And it's also interesting that the Doctor can actually withstand the vacuum of space for a time. You know, he can do it for a time at least. But that did cause problems with him. You know, he is not immune to it, you know? So I like that, and it caused him to go blind, which is interesting. Which at first I was like, okay, so he's blind, but that's going to be healed up anyway. So it just seems like, okay, well, here's just a little thing. Yes, it is a consequence of him going out into space, but I mean, we're going to fix it anyway. So I don't know. It was kind of interesting, and then to have it where it's like, oh, well, now he's just blind forever now. It seems like he's still blind at the end of the episode. It's like, oh, okay, so this has a even deeper consequence to him going out into the vacuum of space. So I really like that. And then yeah, just the whole twist that it's like, oh, well, you know, business capitalism, you know, you have to pay for oxygen. This crew was not sufficient anymore. They were not, you know, they were too expensive to keep alive, so they were being killed. Like, that just sucks, you know? And then, and it's like, yeah, the replacement crew is coming in. But the Doctor turns it around and says, hey, if you kill us, it's going to be more expensive because we're going to destroy this entire station as we die, you know? So I really like that he basically twists it back. It's like, hey, now it's going to be more expensive to kill us, so they can't do it, you know? So I really like that. And it's interesting, you know, that Bill was actually still alive, you know? That it's like, oh, well, she, like, basically her suit wasn't powerful enough to kill her. Like, hers was different from everyone else's, which is interesting. Again, it's sad that, you know, we can't save the rest of them, but you know, obviously we had to save Bill somehow. So yeah. So that was really interesting. And then yeah, the Doctor is just still blind, which is interesting. And it's like, okay, so this is a pretty big consequence. Like, not just a consequence of, you know, going out into the vacuum of space, but also going off-world, which Nardole specifically has been told he needs to stop the Doctor from doing, you know? He's trying to uphold the Doctor's own rules. So, yeah, it's really interesting, honestly. And yeah, this is a huge consequence. And honestly, it gives Nardole a bit more, you know, leg to stand on when it comes to this argument. Because, yeah, with the whole thing of like, oh, well, you could get sick or die or get injured, and what would happen to the vault then? And it's like, okay, well, yeah, but the Doctor always pretty much goes out knowing that it could end him, but he goes through it anyway, and generally he comes out on top. But this is a definite consequence. It's like, okay, now what's going to happen now that he's blind, you know? So, very interesting. Very interesting. I really like this, and I'm very curious to see where we are going with this in the next episode. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Great episode, and again, can't wait to see what we're doing next time with the Doctor's blindness. So yeah, that's pretty much that. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Doctor Who reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure to hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.